you will be a doctor, a different doctor, and that doctor will be a living medicine treating with the help of modern medicine with the intention of curing the patient. Shiv Yog says that please do not treat the disease, but treat the root cause of the disease. That is absolutely important. The doctor has to become a cosmic medicine, and doctor has to activate the inner mechanism within the body of the patient so that he can start producing healthy cells. Please stop saying the disease is incurable. The cure is possible.
There was a statement which Dr. had mentioned. I will be talking that in detail. He said the steps are from Rogi to Nirogi, and from Nirogi to Yogi, and from Yogi to Shiv Yogi. You have infinite potential within you. The God is within you. And it is my vision that every medical doctor must awaken the godly powers from within when he is treating the patient. So, they have done the rigorous studies, and their inner faculties are ready, just ready. And I have to work not as much as I had to work with a person who is not a non-medical person. And you will find that so quickly your clairvoyant faculties get activated, and your diagnosis becomes so accurate. The doctors, those who are Shiv Yog doctors, those who are trained in Shiv Yog, now when they see the patient, they already diagnose what complication the patient is having. But they are expected to send the patient for MRI, and they say that we already know what is the report, but for Khanapurti's sake, we send the patient for MRI, and exactly the same report is there which already we have diagnosed it. That is the etheric diagnosis. I would like to explain very clearly. Shiv Yog comes from the Shiv Yog masters, and that phenomena is the Vedic time phenomena. And when I say Vedic time phenomena, it is a pre-religion phenomena. If I ask you, Vedas is a holy book of which religion? Truthfully, honestly. So the answer, truthful answer for the people, those who really know, they will say it's a cosmic sound, which yogis, when they went into higher state of consciousness, they recaptured that. So it was not a religious teachings. And you open the Vedic books, there is no mention of religion. There is no description of God. There is no description of Tihar or anything else. If I ask you, what was the religion of Agastya Mahamuni, Maharshi Valmiki, Maharshi Vishishta? Can you answer that? Because those were the great yogis, the Saptarishis. They meditated and they found religion. Religion means purity. And Shiv Yog is a religion. Yes, it's a religion, but it's a religion of self. Religion of self. It's a true understanding of self. Now, today there are many religions available. They're present. We respect, we bow down to every religion. But I would like to know that anybody who belongs to X religion and another belongs to Y religion, do they have same 2 arms, 2 legs, or one has 3 arms and one has 1 leg? Same. Do every individual of every religion, do they have the same 2 kidneys, 1 liver, 1 pancreas, 1 spleen, 1 heart, lungs, or is it different? Or is it missing? It's the same. I would like to know that this religion, that religion, do they have same 5 bodies or not? Do they have the same mind-body relationship or not? So what is absolutely important is, which was not taught in any schools or even in a medical college, is the science of the self. Shiv Yog, you may call it the science of the self, call it the religion of the self, or you call it understanding of the self. And every Shiv Yogi master, only one sole agenda they have, is to save life. And we are not supposed to ask, you belong to which religion, then I'll start healing. Anybody comes in distress, we give life. Whether it is to the human beings, whether it is to the animals, whether it to the plants. It is the species which God has created. It's a lineage, the Shiv Yoga lineage, which the God has created, is to save life. Now, the name is confusing. Shiva Yoga. Now, it is the Sanskrit. It is from that pre-religion period. It has been mentioned that Shiva, the name means infinite, infinite. She is the female energy and Va is the male energy. And the whole universe is governed whole cosmic intelligence is governed by male and female energy. Oriental understanding, if you go to China, they would say yin and yang. We have no problem in saying yin and yang. But understanding of yin and yang, reaching to the highest consciousness of yin and yang, if somebody can teach that, I'll be more happy. But we Shiv Yogis, we have traveled. We know that journey from finite to infinite, that journey which we have traveled. And I felt that it will not be truthful to change the name. We have to be very honest. So it is the Shiv Yog. I am not saying go down to Shivji Bhagwan, या 16 सोमवार रखो, या जल धतूरा चढ़ाओ. We don't say anything of that sort. In fact, our temple has nothing, no idol, no statue. Because Shiva Yogis believe in one thing, which you call it the God, is easy to speak God. But the cosmic consciousness, the cosmic intelligence is within you. You may call that cosmic intelligence, the cosmic consciousness, as Shiva, as Narayana, as Jesus, as you wish. But the ultimate destination is illumination, is Shunya. And that's what is mentioned when you study higher. It is Nirguna, when there is no guna, and Nirakara, there is no akara. So when there is a Nirguna, Nirakara, where is the name of Hinduism or Buddhism or anything else is there? It is a philosophy, it is a very deep science, and it is high time. We must learn the science of the self. When I was in Canada, the press, they came to the seminars, they understood, and apt they had written, an Indian yogi has come to shift the modern science to cosmic science. An Indian yogi has come to shift the modern science to the cosmic science, because it is very, very important, at least for the doctors, to thoroughly understand the so-called anatomy and physiology of a human being, not of a dead body. It is absolutely important for the doctors to thoroughly understand the anatomy and physiology of the human being and not of the dead body. Because when I say a human being, I mean a being who is multi-dimensional. Who is a multi-dimensional? Who exists in the third dimension, fourth dimension, and higher dimensions. You exist here And you exist there also, whether you believe it or not. But that is the truth. And there was, when we were young, we learned the science of communication. The science of communication. See, effective, like the journalism or mass communication. A person is there who is going to inform to the masses. But who is authorized to communicate? Who should be authorized to communicate to the masses? He should be the one who thoroughly knows the subject. Who should be thoroughly know the subject. So take a deep study into the subject. Now, your understanding, your capability may be at a very high level. Your language must be a very, very wonderful language. But an effective person who is in mass communication, before communicating, he must meditate, who is going to be my audience? Who is going to be my audience? What is going to be his level of understanding? What is going to be his level of education? Then that person who is a communicator, an effective communicator, he should be absolutely flexible, not rigid. Rigid is the one, I have a mastery in the language and I stay here. No, it is your mastery, but is it going to help others? The question is, why I am holding this position? Because I have to serve others. I have to help others. That means I have to communicate with others. Even in the field of lecturer or professors, every area, every walk of life. Because we Shiv Yogis are taught communicate at this level, and we have to do the communication with the cosmic consciousness. So when you can raise your level, if you are communicating at that level, and you must bring down your level when you see that your audience is a very, very simple audience. So what is the language you have to use? Is absolutely simple language. Now why I said this? Because a medical doctor, he has studied the anatomy and physiology, and he knows about what is the pathology and what is the diagnosis, what is the disease. Now, everything you are perceiving at a physical level. But we must understand, our understanding must be the outcome of this physical is not physical. It has come from somewhere else. Like yesterday I said, the signals, they are coming to the cells. And the cellular behavior or cellular multiplication is in accordance to the signals which they are receiving. If you open your chakra cards, it is mentioned there. You have 5 bodies, First is your physical body, which has more than 55, somebody says 60 trillion, whatever they say, we can't count. But let us say 55 trillion cells. You have brain functioning, you have mind, and whatever information you are receiving, in the Vedic language, in the language of Upanishads, it is mentioned as cause and effect. I will simplify it. I'm teaching you now the pathology of a disease. Pathology of a disease. Cause and effect is action and reaction. Something happened, some incident happened. Everybody has to react. If there is a fight in the family, everybody has to react. If somebody speaks harsh word or a word which is not correct, there are 10 people, they all are going to react. There is an examination result, 10 students going to react in 10 different ways. There is no same reaction. There is going to be different reaction. And that reaction from the physical body, it is again going to act, the action. My reaction at the physical level, then I'll teach you about the higher bodies. Physical level, my reaction will become an action to my body, to my endocrine glands, to my every cell. Whatever you are thinking, simultaneously every cell of your body knows what you are thinking. Whatever you are reacting, your reaction, every cell of your body knows you are reacting in this way. A casual way, a happy way, or a distressed way, or in an anger way. Whatever way we are reacting, we are commanding, it's an indirect command to our endocrine system to secrete that type of hormone in accordance to what is my reaction. Do you agree with me or not? Every time it is, if I start having, if I have a machine where I measure the blood and the chemical stream injected into the blood, you'll find different hormones are secreted. And from the brain, it's a neuropeptides, which are those one cell to another, to another, to another. And from the central nervous system, all the 32 vertebrae in the tailbone, is a different type of electrical impulses. You know, in the nerve cells, it is the electrical impulses. And the pattern is different. Pattern is absolutely different. When I'm going to teach you etheric diagnosis, I'll try to demonstrate to you. Praise a person and see his reaction, internal reaction. And abuse a person, and there is a reaction. Have you ever thought of why the diseases are increasing these days? because of our social factors, our society, every human being is come from that primitive time, the Stone Age. What used to happen in the Stone Age? A man or a family walking in the woods, and a tiger comes, or another animal comes. So they are alert. They are alert. And they are ready to attack. They are ready to attack. So what is that? And they find there are 3-4 more animals coming from the bushes. So they are outnumbering them. Then what is the another thought in the mind? Bhago is the flight. Is the flight. Now in our genes, in our cells, although our cells are dying every day, but there is a very interesting phenomena which is called intracellular memory. And every incident, every second, any incident which happens is like a microchip. It is stored in our intracellular memory. Same is this effect of fight and flight information is stored in our intracellular memory. What is the principle of vaccination? You inject a very small quantity of bacteria or dead virus or chemically similar to those bacteria virus as antigen. The body cells, they recognize them. And already somewhere in some life, that information that they might have had entered in the body. So the body produces antibodies, exactly that antibody which is going to neutralize or kill that bacteria. And the booster dose means, don't worry, the body is ready. Even a sniff of bacteria, they're going to produce antibodies. Same is the fight and flight response is already stored in you. Now, what happens in fight and flight? Think of the moment when you wanted to fight. Or think of the moment when you wanted to run away. The body starts secreting adrenaline, non-adrenaline, or any other hormones, cortisol. Why it is needed at that time? Because you need energy. You have to run, you have to fight. So the more surge of these hormones are useful. And in running away or fighting, you're going to utilize it. जितनी आप शिव योग की शक्ति खेतों में डालोगे, उतनी उपज बढ़ेगी। और जब शिव योग की खेती करते हो, फसल इतनी ताकतवर होती, खरपतवार आती नहीं। कम से कम 20 मिनट से आधा घंटा रोज शक्ति देना, आप देखोगे कि जो 5 साल में पेड़ यंग होके फल देना शुरू करता था, वही 3.5 साल में रिजल्ट आपको आ जाएगा। और जितनी झड़त औरों की होती थी, उससे ज्यादा झड़त होगी और फल ऐसा आएगा जैसे कंप्यूटराइज फल होता है। शिव योग की खेती के द्वारा गाय का दूध कम से कम 1.5 तो बढ़ा हुआ है, 1.5 गुना तो बढ़ा। जितने रोग आते थे पशुओं के वो बंद होने शुरू हो गए। हमारा देश अच्छा हो, हमारे किसान अच्छे हों, हमारे किसान बढ़िया अमृतस्य भोजन पैदा करें, हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ियां वो नौजवान हो, शक्तिशाली हो, यही एक सबसे बढ़िया बात है। ये कॉस्मिक ऊर्जा का कमाल है। ये हमारा जो शिव योग है, जब कोई भी धर्म इस पृथ्वी पर नहीं था तब से शिव योग योगी करते थे। इसलिए शिव योग है सभी धर्मों से पार की चीज है। ये प्रकृति है, ये ब्रह्मांड है, ये जीवन देने वाली वो शक्ति है जिससे आपका जीवन सुखमय। ब्लेस यू। नमः शिवाय।
अब शिव योग सभी के लिए सुनहरा अवसर प्रदान कर रहा है। शिव योग शांभवी, शिव साधना भारत में एक विशाल स्तर पर दिव्य गुरु की उपस्थिति में ध्यान करें। अपनी चेतना के विकास के लिए, आंतरिक शुद्धि के लिए, शरीर, मन और भावनाओं के कायाकल्प के लिए शिव योग शांभवी शिव साधना समारोह स्थल पर कोई रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं होगा, इसलिए जल्द अनुमोदन के लिए तुरंत पंजीकरण करें।